All right, hard numbers. You touched on one of them already. 70% of Venezuelans say they're not even going to bother with this election. So we'll pass by the first hard number, but 46.
So 46% of high net worth individuals in China say that they have considered emigrating from the country over the last year. And the most common reason that they cite is the lack of suitable education opportunities for their children.
Oh, that's interesting.
Just 1 in 6 say that the political situation is why they would leave. But it's important to think about, right? Like, what is the Chinese government providing for its most successful and wealthy and affluent citizens to keep them there, right? When you look at, for example, elites in wealthy individuals in Russia, they send their kids to school abroad, they keep their money outside of the country. This becomes a problem over time for authoritarian regimes.
You got a brain drain.
You have a brain drain, and you can have a capital drain. Are you keeping people happy enough to keep their money and their children and their livelihood and their ideas in your country? That's a big challenge for China.
That is very interesting. 30.6.
So last year, there's a new report out about internally displaced people across the world. Last year, 30.6 million people were displaced from their homes across the world, either because of climate-related natural disasters, or conflict. Interestingly, the country with the largest number of internally displaced people last year was China, where 4.5 million people were displaced, obviously not because of conflict, but because of natural disasters. When you get to the countries that have suffered internal displacement because of conflict, obviously Syria is in the lead with over 3 million, followed by the Democratic Republic of Congo.
That's interesting about China, because I sort of remember covering maybe some building collapses and stuff like that, but I don't remember sort of widespread natural disasters, but clearly it was happening.
Then again, there's 1 billion people, so if it's 4 million people, it's quite a small percentage of the population, but in human terms, that's not insignificant.
Totally. 10.
So 10. This week, Burundi could become the 10th country in Africa that would scrap term limits on its leaders. We've covered some of the stories in Africa over the past year about democratic transitions and leaders leaving power. This is one of a handful in which leaders may still have the ability to cling to power beyond their expiration date.
Not a trend that we like to see. And the last but not least, well, least in numbers, because it's 1.
Yes.
But yeah, 1.
So in India, the Congress Party, which dominated Indian politics for most of the period after independence, but has been suffering greatly as the ruling BJP takes more power. After an election last week in the state of Karnataka, which is where Bangalore, the big tech hub of India, is. After the local elections there, the Congress Party controls just 1 of India's 29 state legislatures. And the reason this is important is because the BJP, which controls the national government and controls most of the other ones, now looks like it's set to do quite well in next year's general elections, right? The BJP and Prime Minister Modi are going to try to secure another 5-year term in 2019. The fact that they're running the table in the state elections seems like it gives them a tailwind, but we'll see.
Right, so then whatever we're seeing now, we should see more of the same in the future then. We're not going to see any major shifts in India, I presume.
Never say never.
Never say never. That's so true. Alex Kliment, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Well, you can check out all of these stories and much more by subscribing to the Signal newsletter. Sign up for it at g0media.com.